All right, welcome back to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel. My name is Chris.
And my name is Josh.
All right, today we are gonna be taking a look and bringing the high rev and low rev perspective on the brand new Radical Guru Oracle. And I'm gonna be comparing that to the Ebonite Entity and the Paragon Shadow.
And I'll be comparing it to the Origin EX and the Special Effect. Today we are here at Bolero Violinda on a typical house pattern. That lane graph will pop up here. At the end, we will give our honest, unbiased review anywhere from nuts to trash. So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the lanes.
All right, just wrapped up throwing the brand new Guru Oracle. This one I really didn't have any like super high expectations for. I don't really like the colors of it, but honestly going down the lane, it kind of surprised me. Figured it would be a little bit earlier. It definitely fits in that strong, smooth category. It actually retained a little more energy than I thought it was going to, but ultimately it went pretty forward through the pins. So ball reaction wise, I thought it was actually pretty good. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Paragon Shadow and see how that compares. All right, after seeing the Paragon Shadow go down the lane, I feel like this one was a little bit stronger and kind of a more stronger rounded kind of shape overall. Even though this is a hybrid, you would think it'd be a little bit cleaner and a little bit more down lane, but overall shape-wise, I thought was quite a bit stronger and earlier. I think the Guru just felt like it retained a little bit more energy than the Paragon did. So I needed to be just a little bit further left with the Paragon to get it kind of shape a similar way. Definitely stronger overall. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Ebonite Entity and see how that compares. All right, after seeing the Entity go down the lane, these two are definitely pretty close. They both retain enough, like more energy than you would expect out of a strong and smooth ball. But I think the Entity was slightly more off spot. The Guru I felt like was just a little bit more forward going through the pins, but ultimately going down the lane, I feel like they were fairly similar. All right, final thoughts on the Guru Oracle. For me, ball reaction was actually pretty good. There are a ton of balls in this kind of category that have come out that I think are just probably a little bit more versatile. This is good. I don't know if it's gonna be that great on house, just because of how forward it wanted to be. For me, I think there are just better options out there, so I think I'm gonna have to put this one in the Met category.
Just threw 10 shots with the new Radical Guru Oracle. This ball for me, I've never thrown any of the Guru lines, but I've heard good things, and this one kind of fits right in with that. It's one of those bigger balls where for me it just felt like a little bit more forward than most, but actually that's what I liked about it. I feel like that being forward actually helped blend the lane a little bit better, and for me I see that ball really, you know, again, being able to throw it in a couple different environments, where if I need to play a little straighter, I can, but I also feel like I could slow down and loop it just a little bit and have it not be too whippy off the spot when it does see change of direction. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw 5 shots with the Special Effect and see how it compares. Just threw 5 shots with the Special Effect. This ball was a lot cleaner than the Oracle. I felt like it got through the fronts a lot easier and was still kind of forward similar, but just a hair more like quicker off the spot, and was able to just retain just a smidge more energy down the lane. Because of that, I did have to kind of get it to friction, where the Guru, I could kind of keep it in the oil a little bit more and trust that it would get off of it. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw 5 shots with the 900 Global Origin EX and see how it compares. Just threw 5 shots with the Origin EX. After throwing the Guru, I felt like these two were gonna be pretty similar, but this one actually felt a little cleaner for me. It does have some lane shine, but even imagining both of them at the same surface, I feel like the Guru stands up and is a little bit more forward, where the Origin is just a little smoother and a little bit more rounded off the end of the pattern, where the Guru just, again, stands tall and kind of goes forward a little bit more. Final thoughts on the Guru Oracle. This ball for me, like I said, was kind of one of those underdogs where I didn't really quite know what it was going to do. I knew it was going to be big, but there's, you know, different versions of that. And for me, I felt like this one is one of those ones where I can see myself throwing it on a little bit harder shots, especially when there's a little bit more volume. And I just feel like it can be pretty versatile just because of how much it hooks. And again, using that hold, I just felt like the ball really shined out where no other ball for me looked like it was going to want to hook off that spot today. With that being said, the final rating for this ball is going to have to be a fire. I felt like this Guru was something I really haven't quite seen before. I've seen bigger balls, but again, it just doesn't really feel like another ball I've thrown yet. It just feels like a completely different line. So it's gonna have to be a fire for today.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.